Alright, a few quick things I want to talk about. Number one, that times are changing Justice League video was, I had to take that down because it was about to get a copyright strike. I think around like 35 people watched it, and that's about the subscribers on here, so I hope everyone got to see it, because it's down now, you can't watch it anymore, so hope you got to see it, But, so that sucks. But on to the thing I really want to talk about, though, and it was this stupid fucking article. I don't know what site it was from. I can't remember the name of the site or the author's name or anything. I just remember reading the headline and reading the first 3 paragraphs, and I was just like, wow. And it was, I think the title of the article was called Jason Momoa basically confirms that DC movies are just like Marvel movies now. That was the fucking title of this article. Right? Like, fucking unreal. Like, basically, like, no fucking, just based on their pure speculation, He basically said it. He didn't. And they even used his quotes. Right? All Jason Momoa said is that there is an end credit sequence in this movie. That's it. That's all he said. And this article wants to equate that to now DC movies are Marvel movies. What? What? When did Marvel exclusively own end credit sequences? They're not the first to do it. You know what I'm saying? Are people, like, is their memory, like, only go back, like, 10 years or something? Like, what the fuck? End credit sequences are not exclusive to fucking Marvel, okay? And fucking Suicide Squad had a mid-credit sequence. I didn't hear nobody saying that Suicide Squad was a Marvel film, right? Fucking ridiculous. All Jason Momoa said was that stay for after the credits, because it's pretty awesome. I don't want to spoil it. That's all he said. And what I'm assuming what that end credit sequence is going to be is Darkseid, maybe. Like, that's what I'm speculating. But then you got these articles out here that are just like going after any little details they can, right? Going after anything that they could somehow, like, undercut DC or fucking, just any type of negative buzz. Doesn't matter what the fuck these actors say. They are going to try to spin it into something negative, and saying that DC movies are just like Marvel movies because they have an end credit sequence now, you're kind of like belittling DC movies, right? Right? No part of that are you like praising DC for, you're just belittling them. Oh, you have an end credits sequence now? Oh, you're just like Marvel. You're just like Marvel now. Like, really? Really? And then Patty Jenkins, there was a quote from her saying that she didn't want an end sequence for Wonder Woman. She didn't want an end credit sequence for Wonder Woman because she didn't want to tease another movie that was going to be a different tone than this Wonder Woman movie. She didn't want to tease movies that had nothing to do with this Wonder Woman film. Justice League, they're going to have to tease Justice League 2, right? Because we all know that that's already in pre-production. They're already starting to make Justice League 2. Fuck all the rumors that say they are waiting. They're not waiting for the box office results of Justice League. That is complete horseshit. They are already getting Justice League 2 ready. Okay? Already. Alright? They're working on the script probably as we speak right now. And probably this Justice League movie is going to end with a tease for Darkseid. For Justice League 2. And that's fine. That's fine. They're teasing another movie that has a direct tie to Justice League. It's not like they're putting like a silly, dumb end credits sequence where they're all eating at some fucking shitty restaurant, Their end sequence has a fucking point, It has to lead to the next film. I personally don't like end credit sequences because I don't like to have to sit through the fucking credits to watch the rest of the movie. I just want to see the whole movie. I don't want to have to sit through credits to get to a point where I could see fucking a teaser, Just put it at the tail end of the film. You don't have to put it at the credits after the credits. That's a little ridiculous. But, Suicide Squad had a mid-credit sequence. I was fine with that. I think that's perfect. Green Lantern, for all that, what a horrible movie Green Lantern is. It had a mid-credit sequence with Sinestro getting the yellow power ring. So, that movie did it. They weren't calling a Green Lantern a Marvel movie back then, were they? They definitely weren't. But it's just fucking ridiculous. I can't believe it. I can't believe there's people out there that believe just because it has an end credit sequence, it makes it a Marvel film. Exactly like a Marvel film. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? What the fuck? Like, what are they thinking? I don't get how you put two together like that. I don't get how you put those two things together. But anyway, yeah, there will be an end credit sequence on Justice League. Jason Momoa did confirm it. He didn't confirm that DC movies are just like Marvel movies. He didn't basically confirm that. You know what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with these people? He basically confirmed it's just like a Marvel film. Like, really? Go fuck yourself. But there is an end credit sequence, and that means they are definitely thinking about the next movie. They're not waiting for box office results, okay? If there is an end credit sequence, they are definitely in the process of making the next Justice League film. We can just automatically assume that since there is an end credit sequence, that's what the story should be. But no, the story still is they're waiting on box office results. They're making it just like a Marvel film because there's an end credit sequence. Like what is wrong with people? Dude, clearly they're already thinking about the next Justice League film. They're already getting that ready. And that's why there's an end credit sequence. I feel like I'm going in circles. I'm definitely going in circles. What do y'all think about it? I think it's just ridiculous that people will pick anything, any little thing that the actors say or what Deborah Snyder said about the directors. Oh my God. All she said was that directors in the end doesn't really matter. And it's kind of true. What really matters is who writes the story, who comes up with the story, and guess who came up with the story? Guess who came up with the story? Zack fucking Snyder. He came up with the story for Wonder Woman. He came up with the story for Batman vs. Superman. He came up with the story for Man of Steel. He came up with the story for fucking Justice League. And I think he came up with the story for Suicide Squad. No, or was that David Ayer? That might have been David Ayer. But either way, the main contributor to all these DC movies has been Zack Snyder. And, good or bad, he should be getting all the credit, right? Or at least some of the fucking credit. And that's like my main worry with Justice League is that Josh Whedon is going to get all the fucking credit if it's good, And Zack Snyder will only get the credit if the movie's bad. Like, that's it. But yeah, what do y'all think about that? I think it's a little ridiculous. These fucking articles want to keep coming out, trying to belittle DC, trying to fucking undersell Justice League. As if Justice League is not the most important team-up movie of all time. Like, this is way more important than Fantastic Four. This is way more important than X-Men. This is way more important than Avengers. This is the fucking Justice League. Every great animated cartoon was Justice League. You know what I'm saying? The oldest team in comic books. Justice Society of America. It has their own fucking movie now. It's like, what the... It's crazy. It's crazy that this is happening. It's like all these reporters and everybody, they don't even give a fuck. They just want to keep finding anything negative. Let them do their fucking shit. I'm going to love the movie no matter what. At least on my first couple viewings, right? I'll have to dissect it later, but like when I first watch the movie, I'm going to be in it. I'm going to be loving it, and I'll dissect it later. You know what I'm saying? At least now we know. At least Jason Momoa told us that we have to stay for the end credits. At least somebody said it. I'm happy about that. If you can imagine if nobody told anybody that there was an end credits sequence, most people would just walk out of the theater because it's a DC movie. That's what I was going to do. I was going to walk out of the theater for the credits because, no other DC movie had an end credits sequence at the very end of the film. So this is a good thing that they told people this, that Jason Momoa said this. But anyway, what do y'all think about this? Are you as fucking sick of these negative stories? Are you sick of all these reporters spinning every little goddamn thing into a negative story? Or into something that, just like looks down on DC movies? It's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll see y'all on the next one. Justice League is 10 days away. Get hyped. All right. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.